What's up, everybody? Brian here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm very close to 100 subs, which is like small, but it's a big milestone for me because it's my first YouTube channel. But what's also cool is I can create a custom URL for my channel at 100 subs. So I know it's like a little thing, but I sure would like to Fixed Air Moon, my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And I provide videos every day, every 6 days a week. And I do a weekend horoscope on Saturday. So I also do readings. If you want to check out my website, fixedairmoon.com. Or you can hit me up on any social media. I'm on all the social medias at Fixed Air Moon. All right, it's June 8th, 2020. It's blowing my mind how fast this year is going by. It's a trip. We got Mercury leading the way. Just everything's behind Mercury right now, and I think that really speaks a lot right now. It just speaks volumes to like where we're at, right? And Mercury's slowing down as it's approaching its stationary retrograde at 14 degrees of Cancer. So really, we're bringing those emotions to the surface and we're communicating them. And there's a lot of messages about deep emotions and how we're supposed to be feeling right now, what we're supposed to be feeling right now, and how we're supposed to be getting that message out to people. And as we slow down to that 14 degree and go stationary and take that like snapshot of the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, it's like, where were we not communicating right? Because remember, we're in that shadow, that Mercury shadow. It's going to go retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back to 5 degrees of Cancer. So, we're going to have to do some reflecting on where our thoughts were and how we're getting our emotions out and communicating our emotions, right? Being in Cancer, it could deal with family, your home life. And I think that's very fitting with all the Gemini aspects. We have our sun at 18 degrees now, coming up on, that final third of Gemini before we get into Cancer and have another eclipse. We do have a solar eclipse on the 21st, and then we have another lunar eclipse on the 3rd and the 4th of July. So lots of energy coming. And yeah, it's about communicating. And we got to do what's right. And we got to look, in our community and get ourselves set up with this Venus retrograde. Like, this Venus retrograde is heavy. Like, anything that doesn't serve you in your life right now, in your immediate, home life, is going to fall away. And this retrograde's like really getting heavy now. I've been seeing it more and more. Like, this is like a crazy time for relationships. This is probably one of the hardest years to be in a relationship. So mad props to anybody in a relationship that's keeping it going right now, because you guys are like legit soulmates. And that's super beautiful, because so many relationships right now are just falling out because they weren't meant to be. And this retrograde is just shining all the truth on that. Like, people can't even help it. Like, they don't even know why they're moving away from other people right now. They're just like, I can't be with this person. Like, why? Well, it's because the truth is that that's not the person you're meant to be with right now. And Venus retrogrades in Gemini, it doesn't get any, doesn't get easy. It's 25th we come out of that. So we're almost done with the Venus retrograde, and it's going to get even crazier too, because on the 17th, when Mercury goes retrograde, they're going to be retrograde together. And talk about like confusion, right? So kind of trying to prepare yourself for that coming up. As far as like really what today brings is our moon is going to be stressed coming through all this Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius energy. So, a lot of change and a lot of like the big emotions are going to be coming to the surface, and like what we need to change and what we need to realize and work on. And remember, the moon is in detriment at -5. The moon doesn't like Capricorn. It's in fall position in Scorpio, and it's in detriment in Capricorn. So not only is the moon pretty weak here, but emotionally it's just going to feel like we know we need to change some things. But are we going to, make the change and do those little things? Like, there's Jupiter there, so we're conjunct Jupiter today, and that can be an emotional gift if you accept the change and let that. I think the best way to put it is you have to let go of things that aren't serving you to get the gifts you want. You can't have it all, you can't carry it all. And what keeps coming to mind is the eye of the needle is very, very, very small. You can't fit through it if you have a bunch of baggage. But on the other side of it, maybe that real gift lies there, but you can't take all that old stuff with you through it. So I think that's kind of where we're at emotionally. Something to consider today. Because Pluto, right? We're on Pluto right now, and coming up on on Jupiter, and they're getting closer and closer every day in retrograde. So it's just a matter of not feeling too confined and trying to get your emotions out, express those emotions. And it's hard, and Venus is making the Ceci square over to it. So, it's hard to see the love right now, but you got to go inside because it's there. The outside stuff from the outside is going to keep coming and trying to push you one way or the other and not let you feel good or let you feel like there's not love. But, there is always love. And even with Venus in retrograde, there's still always that self-love inside of us. And we got to see it. And there's beauty. And we got to realize that this reality, this earth, this planet is beautiful. And it's all around us. But we can get hyper-focused on one thing and not let the beauty come to us. Try to let the beauty in. I know it's hard. It is. There's a lot going on. It's a crazy, crazy world, and that lunar eclipse brought some heavy energy. And it's just going to heat up more and more, So that's why I say this stuff. There's hard aspects to love and beauty, but we can always call upon it. We can always go inside and grab it when we need it. Sometimes we just got to take a step back and breathe and just get through the day. What else do we got here? We are making a sextile to Chiron. So that's one thing that's good with our Venus right now is we're making a sextile to Chiron, and it's coming up on that, and that's building up. And the love is the healing. Sometimes we have to do the shadow work and we have to feel the heavy gnarly stuff to heal, but sometimes the healing is in the love, self-love. Aries is yourself, your identity, your drive. Do things that bring you love. There's so much healing in just feeling good. It really raises your vibration, and raising your vibration is going to heal you. So I think there's a lot to say that if you can just find the love within, you're doing so much healing. And you're really helping to heal others, because when one person realizes how special and how much love they have inside, it is actually contagious, and it goes on out, and other people see that love and feel that love, and that's how the collective works. So pretty cool. I do really like that little sextile. And it does come, at the same time as we're making a semi-square to Lilith. And it's the Black Moon Lilith. So that's a pretty, that's heavy. That's 45 degrees. And sometimes it just feels like you can't do the things that make you feel like you're being your unique self, and you're putting your proper identity out there, because sometimes things hold you back, And that's just life, right? That's just life. But the beauty's there, and it is the healing. So once you can get past the illusion that you can't be yourself, the healing's right there, and Chiron's trying to help you with that. And, be your weird, unique self. Like, be that identity that you truly feel inside, like, and love it. Like, that's the healing. That's probably the best message I could channel today. Like, be yourself. Love yourself, because that's what we need to do right now, is really love ourselves and love each other. That's where the healing's at big time. Yeah, I'm going to keep this horoscope pretty short. I think that pretty much sums up the message I really wanted to get out. It was quicker than usual, but for whatever reason, I just feel like that was the message today. That's the horoscope. Love yourself. Bring out the emotions. Feel them. Leave behind the ones that don't serve you, because it's going to make room for the good emotions, and it's going to make room for that self-love that Venus is trying to show you. And Venus right now is dropping things out of people's lives that don't serve them. And that's as simple as I can put it. Whether it's a relationship or whether it's a job or a physical thing, Venus rules Taurus. It's a very physical, it's fixed earth. Like, are you fixating on the right things? Fixate on the things that really serve you. Don't fixate on the things that don't serve you. I will pull a tarot card today, though. I shuffled this deck a bunch, but sometimes I just grab, and I wonder if you guys are ever like, did you shuffle the deck? Because he always pulls a reverse card. I'm like, I do. I always shuffle it. But hey, it's Monday, and I do hope you guys have a great week. There's a lot of week to come. It's just, this year is so crazy. And the crazy thing about this year is it just kind of got initiated and started and kicked off with that lunar eclipse. And that lunar eclipse was heavy, and I felt it, and it was hard. Like, I kind of struggled Friday, and I wanted to get videos out, and I just couldn't. The internet went down, and it was like, it was just pain in the ass. But it's like, am I going to let that ruin my day? No. Do I love getting these videos out? Yes. But is it everything? Is that life? No. There's so much life and so much beauty. You just have to realize it and not let little external things take you out of that alignment. Card for the day is the Three of Coins, upright. It's about building and coming together. We got to come together this is about teamwork, right? Like, build the dream with the team. Like, for real, like, come together, build things with each other. We have to come together, right, Gemini? Build the community you want. We can build the reality we want, and we're in the process of doing it. And the old one kind of has to go away to build a new one. And that's the fact of the matter. And the fact of the matter is we don't need to be controlled anymore. We need a reality where we all come together, work as a team, a community, and build and grow and prosper, and not be told, and just have these ridiculous rules. Because there's some ridiculous rules out there. I know a lot of people like to really follow the rules, but sometimes you got to look at those rules and be like, okay, is this just someone else's rule that like helps them, or is it actually helping me? Because often it's only serving that other person that made the rule. So, hey, I don't know. I just give you what I got. It's just what comes to me. I absolutely love you guys. If you made it this far in the video, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, hit me up. I'm always around to talk. Hit me up for a reading. I would love to go through your natal chart, progressions, solar arc, lunar return, solar return, transits. I'm going to go as deep as I can and channel a message for you. I love you all so much. Thank you, and have a great week.